Money itself is a very powerful thing which prevails in this world. When it is used in a bad way, you will get the suffering out of it. Your whole life will be left in the suffering. And when it is used in the normal way, common way, you can buy the comfort out of that. And also, when you use the money in a correct way, you can buy the happiness to yourself. So, how to deal with this money? Remember, people use money for so many evil things. Remember, the final result of all those evil things is the suffering. That is well known. And also, people use the money in the common way. That means to buy the things that they want, the pleasurable things. Right? When they buy the pleasurable things like luxurious cars, vehicles, like clothes, and luxurious apartments, they may think that this is the happiness. No, that is not the happiness. That is the pleasure and the comfort. Remember, there is a distinct difference between the happiness and the comfort. The comfort is something impermanent. Right? Once you eat a delicious food, after that it is gone. It is impermanent. Right? Once you are riding on a luxurious car, after the faults may come out of that car, that pleasure is gone. It is impermanent. Right? So all the pleasurable things, all the materialistic things that we find in this world gives us the pleasure, but remember, they are impermanent. When they are being impermanent, what will happen at the end of that pleasurable thing? You will find the suffering. Right? Your mind is not content with that. You are not being happy by seeing that impermanence. So, what is the final result of the pleasure? It is the suffering. And also, there's a way that we can use money to have the happiness to our life. So how to do that? Now, when we take, if you buy something with your money, and if you give that special thing to someone who need that. So suppose that you bought some foods from the market, and you gave that food to a person who is suffering from hunger. You bought some ornaments or some goods from the market and you gave to the needy people. What is the feeling that you have inside yourself? You feel happy, right? That means that happiness will last long forever. And also, by that act of kindness, with that act of generosity, you will gain many merits to your life, right? That sweet memory, that happiness will leave you a sweet memory, happy time in your life. At the end of your life, when you reflect the journey of your life, if you find so many instances that you use this money in this correct way to be generous, to be kind to people, to help people, that will give you the happiness. So when money is used in the correct way, you can also have the happiness. But remember, don't misunderstand between the pleasure and the happiness. All the materialistic things, all the comfortable things that we use in our life gives us pleasure, and that is not happiness, because they are impermanent. When they are being impermanent, when they become changed, we suffer. But if you use your money to be generous, right? If you use your money to do good things in this world, to help people, to motivate people, to inspire people, right? To lift up people when they have fallen down, that will give you the best happy moments in your life. So don't misunderstand that money cannot buy happiness or money can buy happiness. It can buy a happiness, but if you use that money in a correct way only. So use your money in a correct way and find the happiness in your life. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. So first of all, let's talk about why we should give, right? So giving is an act of kindness, right? Being generous is an act of kindness, right? If you have a kind heart, if you have a compassionate heart, you will tend to give more to people, right? Do you know the meaning of the compassion? Compassion means the feeling of sympathy or feeling of sad when someone is going through a hardship, right? If you have that compassionate heart, you will try to give more to this world, because world needs the humans' help. Humans need humans' help. So that is why Supreme Buddha taught us that you should give. Because if you give, when you are giving something to someone, now suppose you are giving food to a person who is very hungry, suffering with hunger, right? If you give that food to that person, he will feel comfortable, right? He will overcome his hunger and he will be happy maybe for one day. But when you give that food to that person, you will feel happy, right? You will feel a mental happiness within yourself. That happiness will last long until the end of your life. Whenever you remember that act of kindness that has done by yourself, you will feel very happy about yourself. You can be proud about yourself. That happiness cannot be bought for money. Remember. And also, giving is an act that the people with stronger mindsets, stronger personalities always do. The people who are with low qualities, bad qualities will not give, right? They are not generous. They are a bit stingy in their life, right? They always think, if I need to be happy, I need to gather the things. I need to surround myself with pleasurable things. I should not give. Giving is a waste. That is how they think. That is why we need to practice the generosity. If you need a happiness that lasts long forever, start giving. See the joy of giving. It is very joyful and it is very enjoyable. So it is how amazing that when you see a person who is overcoming his hunger, having the food that is given by you, and when he is smiling, you feel that mental happiness, right? That is one of the greatest happy moments that we'll have in your life. So that is why you need to give always. Be a generous person. Okay, then let's talk about that what are the benefits of giving. So Supreme Buddha taught us there are 5 benefits of a generous person. There are 5 benefits that can be found to a generous person. Number 1, Supreme Buddha said, he will be agreeable and he will be a nice and pleasurable person to many people. Right? When you give something to someone, they will be happy. Right? If you are a donor, if you are a generous person, always when people see yourself, they become happy. They may think, oh, this person is very generous. He's a nice person. He's a kind person. So he will be agreeable to many people. That is the first benefit. Number 2, Supreme Buddha said, good people will surround him. He will get into the association of good people. Now, if you have that quality, the generosity within you, it is the nature of this world that same things, the people will with same qualities get together. Right? If you have the generosity, the people who are with the same mindset will surround you. It goes with another way. If you have the stinginess, or if you have the evil thoughts within you, the people who are with evil thoughts will surround you. Evil friends will surround you. So if you are generous, always, noble people, good people, the people with good generosity will surround you. You will get into association with good people. That is the second benefit. Third one, Supreme Buddha said, he will acquire a good reputation in this world. Remember, people are not talking about your wealth. People doesn't talk about your wealth. Only people talk about how generous you were, how kind you are. That is what they talk about. So what you have to do, you need to give. You need to be generous. If you are being generous, you will acquire a good reputation in your life. The fourth benefit is, Supreme Buddha said, his life will be virtuous. You will acquire a good personality which is fault-free and which is free from the defilements, which is free from the evil things in your life. Because you are generating more compassionate thoughts towards others. You are generating more generous thoughts to others. So the more you generate these wholesome thoughts, the more you will have a good personality within you. So if you need to become a good person, if you need to become a virtuous person, if you need to have a confident personality, what you have to do? Be generous. Number 5, the final quality. Supreme Buddha said, by being generous, one acquires lots of merits. And as the result of those merits, Supreme Buddha said, he will have a good rebirth. Most of the people are not having a good rebirth in this world. So if you need to have a good rebirth, what you have to do is be generous, give to others. Giving is something that gives you the happiness. Gathering and holding on to the pleasurable things is something that makes you suffer. So start giving and see the joy of the giving and find the ultimate happiness in your life. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Namo Buddhaya. Normally, in society, people say that you need money to do merits. You need money to do good deeds and wholesome deeds. But they are wrong. There are more and many good deeds that you can do without money. Of course, you need money to do some merits. But more than that, there are so many merits that you can do without using the money. So today I'm going to share with you one merit that you can collect daily, maybe 2 times a day, without much effort, and also, moreover, without using your money. So normally, you eat at least 2 times a day. You have 2 meals a day at least. Some people may eat for 3 times, but surely most of you eat 2 times a day. So have you ever wondered that you can collect a merit soon after you are finished with your meal? Okay, today I'm going to teach you how to do a merit after eating and when you are going to wash your plate, when you are going to wash your dish. Our great teacher Supreme Buddha taught us, if you can throw the water that is used to wash your dish, thinking, may this water with these food particles be a food for a little animal. If you can think that thought, that will generate a merit to your life. So how to do it? So after you are having your meal, when you wash your dishes, you wash them with water. So that water is consists of water as well as the tiny food particles. So when you throw them to the sink or to the ground, these tiny food particles will be eaten by tiny animals, maybe like ants, flies, and so many little animals. So Supreme Buddha taught us, if you can throw this water by thinking, may these food particles be a food for tiny little animals like ants, then that will generate a merit to your life. So whenever you are having your meal, after having your meal, then you can wash the dish and throw this water to the ground by thinking this thought. If you can think that, that will be a merit to your life. So this merit is very little. It is a very little one. Supreme Buddha taught us that you should not think lightly about your merits. Normally we don't give a big concern to the water that we use to wash the dishes. So if you can do that, if you can generate that merit, that will be add to your merit account in your life. Right? The more you do this, every day, the merits will be collected to your life. So that is why Supreme Buddha said, do not think lightly about your merits, thinking that it will not come to me as a result. Supreme Buddha said, little by little, the water pot is filled. Same like that, the wise person will collect merits daily, and one day his life will be filled with merits. So this is the merit that you can do at least 2 times a day, right? So it is very easy. It does not cost any money. It does not cost any effort. All you need is that mindset of collecting merits. You need to have a motivation inside yourself to do good things in your life. Because all the pleasurable things, all the materialistic things that we have around us will remain as nothing at the end of our life, but only the regret. Right? But if you give something to someone, if you did something good in your life, if you collected something that adds value to your life, that will give you the happiness. That happiness cannot be bought from money, with money. So you, all by yourself, you should collect these merits, have a good mindset of collecting merits, and you should think that I should be diligent in collecting these types of merits. So that is the little and subtle and wonderful and very easy merit that you can do in your day. That is the thing that I need to share with you today. So do this merit every day. One day your life will be filled with merits. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Namo Buddhaya. One day, a young man called Subha came up to our great teacher Supreme Buddha, and he asked a question from the Buddha. Subha asked, "Oh, Venerable Sir, I see a huge difference in this humankind. Some are long-lived, some are short-lived, some are very beautiful, some are not that beautiful, and some people are very wealthy, while some people are very poor." So this Subha asked, "Venerable Sir, what is the reason for this difference?" Then our great teacher Supreme Buddha explained, "Young man, all the beings are owners of their actions. All the beings hire to their actions, the karma. In Buddhism, we call the action is known as the karma. So all the beings are owners of their karma, as well as all the beings are hire to their karma." Supreme Buddha said, "The karma is their relative. Karma determines their rebirth, and karma is the factor that divides the beings into low and great." So, you see a big difference between these humans, right? Some are very poor, some are very wealthy, some are very beautiful, some are very ugly, and some are long-lived, some are short-lived. This difference is made with our own actions. So you may find the people or the beings or humans who are short-lived. They may die in maybe in their childhood. Some children, some babies may die in their mother's womb. Some children may die in their early childhood. So the reason for this short life is Supreme Buddha said, if someone kills animals, if someone takes the animal's life away, and if someone becomes rude to animals, as a result of that action, those beings who committed such actions will be reborn in hell, in a bad destination in the next life. If that person did not reborn in a bad destination, as a result, he was reborn again in this human world. Supreme Buddha said, he is short-lived. He will have a shorter lifespan. So the reason behind this shorter lifespan is committing the killing beings, committing the action of killing beings. So if we kill animals, remember, our lifespan will be shortened. So we need to give a big concern to not to kill. But what about little mosquitoes? Do you kill them? Do you kill mosquitoes? Normally, most of the people, they kill mosquitoes. And what about little ants that will bother you in your households? People kill ants also. Remember, mosquitoes, ants have the same life as ours. They deserve to live in this world same as us. So if we kill animals, remember that bad deed, that evil deed will give a result of shorter lifespan. And in the other way, Supreme Buddha said, if someone becomes kind to animals, if someone saves the animals' lives, he will have a longer lifespan as a result of that action. So if you need to live long, if you need to have a long lifespan, what you have to do is save the animals' lives. Be kind to animals around you. Never hurt them. Right? When you see little ants floating on water, right? You need to save them. When mosquitoes bite you, do not kill them. Right? Now, same as you, now you don't like to go to the death, or you don't like to be dead while crushing to something, right? If you were to die, if you were to find the death by crushing to something or some machine, what will happen? Is that a good death? No, you don't find happy in that, right? So same feeling goes with these mosquitoes. If you crush them, same feeling will give to them. So what you have to do not kill mosquitoes. Do not kill ants. They deserve to live same as us. They have a life same as us. They love their life same as us. So what you have to do? Save the animal's life, right? Be a lifesaver. If you save the animal's life, you will have the opportunity to live long in this world. So that is the secret behind a longer lifespan. So be kind to animals. Don't be rude to animals. Never ever kill animals, and always be a lifesaver. If you do that, you will have a longer lifespan. Namo Buddhaya, Teruvan Saranai.